In the dimly lit alleyways of 19th century London, the chilling specter of Jack the Ripper cast a long shadow over the streets of Whitechapel. A name synonymous with fear and intrigue, Jack the Ripper remains one of history's most notorious serial killers, encapsulating an unsolved enigma that has captured imaginations for over a century. Today, we delve into the mysterious depths of this dark chapter of Victorian London. In the late summer of 1888, Whitechapel, a district teeming with poverty and crime, became the sinister stage for a gruesome series of murders. The victims, 5 women known as the Canonical Five, were mercilessly slain, their bodies bearing the marks of horrifying brutality. Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly were all found within close proximity, each crime scene more ghastly than the last. The police, hindered by the labyrinthine streets and the murky underworld of Whitechapel, found themselves embroiled in a desperate hunt for a killer who seemed to vanish like a specter into the fog of night. The media frenzy that followed was intense, with newspapers seizing upon every grisly detail, manufacturing a gothic horror that would captivate a nation. Letters purportedly from the killer, most infamously signed Jack the Ripper, taunted authorities, inflaming public hysteria and spreading fear through the cobbled streets. Despite exhaustive investigations, the Ripper's identity has never been conclusively established. Numerous suspects emerged, each cloaked in their own veil of suspicion. One such figure was Montague Druitt, a barrister whose untimely death shortly after the final murder aroused suspicion. Another was Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant, whose mental instability and proximity to the murder sites made him a prime suspect. And yet, even with these leads, the puzzle of the Ripper's identity remained as elusive as ever. The case of Jack the Ripper has inspired countless theories, from the plausible to the outlandish, each attempting to peel back the layers of mystery surrounding his identity. Some suggest it was a member of the British aristocracy, while others posit it was a deranged surgeon honing his grisly craft. To this day, the fascination with Jack the Ripper endures, a macabre reminder of the darker facets of human nature and the perennial allure of unsolved mysteries. As we reflect on the chilling saga of Jack the Ripper, we are reminded of the fragility of life in the face of unchecked malice. The terror he wrought upon Whitechapel is a poignant testament to the era's struggle with poverty, social upheaval, and the burgeoning anonymity of city life. Whether Jack the Ripper was a ghostly figure lurking in the shadows or a product of societal ills, his story remains deeply etched into the annals of history. Though the years have distanced us from the blood-soaked streets of Victorian London, the enigma of Jack the Ripper continues to haunt the corridors of time, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within humanity. His tale compels us to question, to solve, and ultimately to remember.